How you doing, everybody? Hopefully, we get to run a few saws here. We're back up to the log job again today. Got Adams 272, chisel file chain, Samara bar from B-Ray Farms. Also, that's Archer chain I chisel file. That comes from the same place, by the way, guys. Get a hold of him if you want bars and chains. This is a nice little operation here, nice and clean. They're working with a two-man crew right now, and hopefully we'll get to see a skidder pass here soon. I know I got logs here that I can do some cutting with. Today's a test and tune for this saw, and if that goes quite well, and the wind dies down, I'll drop a tree or two. But right now it's kind of windy. I don't like doing that when it's windy. I don't mind so much when I'm doing it every day, but these trees are like sails. They all catch that wind. You can make it work for your advantage. That's one thing you can do. Boy, they moved a lot of logs out of here yesterday, I'll tell you that. It's almost like log loadout days are like, it's like a day off, but you're still working, still getting paid. Because you got so much going on with people working so close to each other. You got to trust everybody, and you can. Now, if you get a new guy, you can't. You got to watch him. So there is that. But really a pleasure reading your comments about these things. It's always a pleasure reading your comments. I just heard a whole herd of geese go over. Yeah, a herd of them. I'm happy about that. That's the second flock I've seen. I seen one yesterday too. That means sooner or later spring will come. We're going to pay for this good weather. We're going to have 67 degrees here in southwestern New York today. We're about 25 miles from the PA border. I hear a skidder. I think somebody's coming here pretty quick. Anything you didn't know what was, leave in the comments, ask a question. I'll try my best to answer it. They got one nice hitch out already. They got logs to pull out of that tangle over there. And over there, they got logs to pull out of the tangle. What it is, they ran out of landing. I know what that's like. This is a small little landing. Oh, here comes the skidder. Starting to get a little muddy. It's froze underneath. But it sure got mud on top. This skidder's got a Deutsch diesel in it. Very fuel efficient. It has good, decent power too, it really does. Show you what the little operation is on this. You'll get a charge out of it. He's bucking with that bigger makita he's got, I believe. Yeah, it is. He's marking out his logs. Must be where they're at. It's not convenient to mark them in the woods, because that's generally what's done. The cutter does it. That's a stone stock Makita 8100 he's running. Now what they're doing right there is bucking into H10s, 12s, 14s. They leave 6-inch trim. So when it runs through the mill, they got something to cut off. You get the idea. Now he dropped his edge. He's going to unhook his chokers. Boy, these old, that's a 230 timberjack, if you was wondering. These timberjacks have been a mainstay for a lot of years in logging. I know good many of you out there will agree with me. Okay, I had him leave his saw with me. As you notice, it was just a little dull. His rakers need to be taken down. That's my bench vise right here, right out here in the woods. No grinder, no special tools, no gauges, no nothing. You just sharpen because you're working. If you can't carry it with you, you can't use it. So this has pretty much been the best way. I like a bigger log, but this is going to work just fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my chisel file and mark the back of a tooth because I don't have a Sharpie. See, that's my witness tooth, because I'm blind and I can't see, and I need that. We'll roll right through this. Muddy logs. About every other hitch you got to sharpen. Don't you, Tim Barden? How you been doing, buddy? Logger Al, I know you're watching this. This is the easiest way for me to sharpen. It's what I'm most used to. I can't do it near as good in a vise. Takes a little bit to get around this full comp chain. It don't take long, really. Notice how I drop that slightly down. Get up under that outside of the corner. Hopefully I got time to do this before he comes back in with another hitch. Boy, that tooth got to rock pretty good. We'll get her. Pretty dull. Oh, I love this weather. I'm almost getting hot right now. When I first started doing these videos, you know what I had a hard time with? Working and talking. I'm just not used to it. I generally got not much to say, but I've learned to. I know it's not interesting watching somebody go all the way around the chain, and I should shut it off, but I don't want to get up. I want to get this done. One more tooth. Takes a lot longer saws bucking to sharpen because they really get quite dull fast. I can do them in a quarter of the time for a filling saw, quite honestly. Alright, all I got to do now, take a little dusting off the rakers, and it'll be ready. I seen in the comments in the last sharpening video we did there, you guys notice I drag my chain backwards when I want to move it to the next tooth. And some of you said go forwards. Well, guess what? You're probably right. I'm going to show you how I'm right too. There ain't a logger in the world that would grab them teeth after they're sharpened. What he does is he puts his file down ahead of his raker and just moves it like that. You loggers get right in there and tell me if you do it that way or if you go the other way. I'm interested in hearing that. Coming in with another hitch. He's going to run in one of my 044 steels there. Thanks, Train Girl. This is the saw he sent me, buddy. See, he's taking his time, cutting, looking at everything, making sure he don't get bent. There's a lot of hard work, but if you just go slow and steady at a normal pace, don't get excited, you'll get a lot done, trust me. So when you get out there and trying to really hammer, you get in trouble and bad things happen. What a great day to be out here. You know, even though this is such a nice job to have, I'm not working on a job day. We're just doing a bunch of filming here, getting little pieces for you guys to see. It's such a nice day, and I haven't been out in a few months to be able to even run saws, so there you go. I'm Bill Block. Mikey Yo-Yo, how you doing, buddy? The forester, the buyer last today, was telling me that, you seen on yesterday's video, the guy with a stick, that a couple weeks ago down in Sharpening, another logger got killed. Apparently, the tree had a bunch of tension, and when he released it, it was a leaner. Skidder was on it. When it released, it rotated and it sprung because it had a lot of side load, and it hit him hard and it killed him. Well, old Russ there, I told him, you seen him, that was that older guy on the video, a little older than me, obviously. He owns this, and he was telling me that the last time these woods was logged, it was done by the Amish with horses. Well, the Amish broke his leg on this job. Log rolled, he's on a downhill side when he topped it. That's a bad mistake, don't do that. And it rolled over on him and it broke his leg. Now, you know that saw I got, a red, white, and blue 66 mag? Old Dave. That was my logger buddy Dave's saw. You guys know the story. He got killed right over here in this woods. See, right across there. It's a little further out. This is where he died. We lost another logger not too long ago down in our valley. That's awful steep down there, it really is. He was next to on the very top, but there's a rock cut, and then that's like a 60-degree slope, 70 degrees, and the skidder rolled over on him, and he went down off that little rock cut, which was about 20 feet high with a skidder, and he fell about 1,000 feet with that skidder. Yeah, I guess they ripped the axles right off from under the skidder, tore the tires off, tore the blade off, winch. Well, you know. So, those of you that says, wish I could have been a logger, I wish I could have. It's just a matter of time, guys. I'm just warning you. It's just, I'm lucky. I'm crippled up. I gimp around, but I'm a happy guy, and I still love being out here. But I recognize what happens. I really do. Not trying to bring the mood of the video down. I'm just stating what real life is. Real life. I never heard of anybody getting killed by an office machine. Think about it. And if you're in office, you're probably making a lot more money. So get out there and run your chainsaws on the weekend, have a ball, and enjoy yourself so that your normal work day, you can get through that. Get out there and run them. Let me know what you're running. I want to hear about it. Skidder's on his way again. You can see him kind of rolling through there. He's coming down from way down in there. Up. He's got a heck of an uphill pull. So he can't pull as many logs as he normally does. But he's making good headway. You grab what you can, easy. If you gotta get where you're dropping your hits all the time, I promise you, you'll have chokers come off your logs and you won't like it. So getting greedy doesn't do you anything good. It really don't. Quite a little sight there when that happens, isn't it? that cuts a little better. See, watch what he does here. He's gonna make damn sure they don't get him. Everything's trying to get you out here, but it's still a lot of fun, guys. If you never run one of them and you're inclined to run equipment, you gotta try one of these suckers out. You really, really do. You can have your four-wheelers. I'll take a skidder. Back with another hitch. It ain't taking them very long, even though it's a long uphill pull. They're making time. Ah, both of them in the cab. Must be lunchtime. One thing logging will do is teach you teamwork. If you don't have it, you're not getting nothing done. You work together, just like they're doing right there, marking these logs out. You protect each other. You look out for each other. You don't know how important that is. I'm sure in a lot of other jobs also, that's real important. Let us know in the comments what you think about that one. Bucking with the old classic 372 Husky. Well, that song has been run for years. Get the phone charger. Never buck your logs from the downside, always from the upside. Seen that log roll. If you're on the downside of that, it's got you. And it ain't fun. Okay, guys, what we got here is Colin. He's been cutting. Say hello to everybody.
Hi. Owen, Liam, Arthur in Columbus, Ohio.
That's his cousins. That's all you can vote, guys. Nephews?
Nephews.
Yeah, hey, gotta have them nephews. I got a passel of them. Okay. What's it like out here in western New York cutting timber? I know you haven't been doing it a lot of years, but it's interesting to cut. Tell me about some of your experiences.
It's a nice area we live in, upstate New York. It's beautiful out here. A lot of people think New York and they think New York City, and
About that.
it's pretty far from it. Pretty remote.
Farming and logging, that's what you got. That or you're working at McDonald's or something. Screw that McDonald's. We ain't working at McDonald's, are we?
Just soon be outside.
Yeah, outside's it. He opened face bore cuts, I assume. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the right way to go.
Safest way to do it.
Wedge of timber, wedge of trees. Cut for the skidder, that's important, isn't it?
Yep.
You can't cut for the skidder, you ain't cutting it.
Lay 'em in the line.
Yeah, you line them right up.
Shit don't always pan out like that, but
No, there's days it gets pretty bad, doesn't it?
so I'm touching up my bar right now.
Show them what you did to your darn old bar. Got a little black spot on it right here.
Tree roll.
Yeah, tree roll, pinched it. You run your saw.
You don't always make it out of the woods with everything you went in with, so
You don't, do you?
lost a wedge and safety glasses already today.
You wear safety glasses for real?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
PPE is important. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Hearing protection too. You don't want to be that guy saying, what, huh?
Well, that's right, too. I don't wear glasses. Insurance company sent us a little bulletin there years ago. I was wearing safety glasses. Well, the problem with them in the summertime is you get sweat on them. And then you get all these sawdust fines. You don't realize it.
You're working too hard for
Yeah,
sweat.
yeah, well, you know, that's you got to roll that money. But what they did, the reason I quit wearing them is because they showed us a little pictures and made an explanation on an insurance claim. This guy lost an eye. He was wearing everything. He even had the shirt, which I couldn't handle them. They're too hot. You know, these Kevlar shirts, they were terrible back then. Chaps too, but I still wear old school chaps. But anyways, a maple limb, about as big as that one laying over there, which is about that big around, come out from under a tree, swatted him in his left eye, broke that safety lens, and shoved it right through his eye. He lost his eye. And they said this is the one chance that if he wouldn't have been wearing them, he'd have just had a real bad bruise. Boy, I'll tell you what, I want two eyes. Now, that's not a good example, folks. If you want to wear them, you wear. It's an elective of what you do. I do wear chaps when I'm getting that right down serious. This guy's got chaps on. What brand are them ones? Don't you know?
Oh, what are they? Laban bills?
Yeah, I tell you, I run the Steel Pro March from back in the day still.
Yeah, Husqvarna makes good chaps too.
Yeah, Husky's got some awful good products. Actually, I like their helmets. You know, what are you running for helmet? You guys, look at this right here. This is that. Got a Husky helmet.
Full duct tape on the one side.
You do? Have you broke one of these in half yet?
No.
I did, I think once I broke one. I'm going to tell you, would you like some advice from an old logger?
You know, I'm always open for suggestions.
Okay, I'm going to tell you 3 things in order. You keep your head on a swivel. You be looking up. Everything that's trying to kill you is coming from above while you're felling trees. After it's on the ground, it comes from anywhere. So keep your head on a swivel and look it up. Read your tree and keep doing it until it's on the ground. After that thing's in motion, look around you to see what's falling where. That stuff gets scary when you get shrapnel, don't it?
Oh,
Yeah, so that's real important. The second most important thing is when you've read your tree, you've decided where you're going to fell it, you have to have 2 escape routes whenever possible, already picked out. So if something bad happens, not in line with the tree, direction of fellow tree, but at angles, 2 escape routes. How many times did you gonna go towards your primary escape route and a big ass limb fall, and or something happens, or a twig grabs you and you have to go another way? It happens, don't it? And I tell you, the third most important thing is know where that skidder is at all times. You keep an eye for that bugger. Sometimes he can't see you. You think because you can see him good, there's times he can't see you. And he'll drive right by you looking and don't see you. So just imagine if you were tangled up on the top or something, they decide to push it out of the trail. That's the 3 things to me that's most important that'll keep it going. And it's pretty big. I was hoping we get to run some saws today, but this darn camera's getting ready to die, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to load this video, and we're going to come back up here tomorrow and get some more cotton, and we will. The way I don't want to drop trees, I got 2 reasons why. I'll just show you one. I won't tell you. But with the wind blowing, I'm not on my A game cutting. I don't do it much anymore. If it's doing it every day, no big deal. Make it work for you. But I had to take Barb to the doctor this morning. I was in a hurry and I was racing hell, and I threw everything in the truck that wasn't in the truck, including me. And guess what I forgot? Yep. Got my sneakers on. That was bad. I'm not going out in this slippery crap, mud and snow, and do anything with a chainsaw. It's too dangerous. Now, you guys have seen me cutting sneakers and shorts before, and that's fine. But it's dry. It's safe. There isn't anything under. See, when you look at these landings, there is sticks everywhere. Hey, Colin, did you notice that when you get tired toward the end of the day, there's sticks get a lot higher and you're tripping over more stuff?
You're not in the woods if you're not falling down.
Oh, goodness, that's right. But it don't happen in the morning unless you ain't had your coffee yet. But, boy, that afternoon, especially if you had a great lunch, and you've really been, like, you guys have been kicking it today, you know that.
Not too bad.
Yeah, you've had a good day.
More we'd like to get. Skidders do for fuel filters, though, so
Yeah.
probably give that a service before we do too much more. So I'm taking some time to
Do your maintenance.
a little bit.
Do your maintenance.
No sitting around time out here.
Do your maintenance, I'll tell you. Most of your maintenance is done right in the woods. You got to do it. Okay, guys, this is what we got for a video for today. We will be showing you an all day of cutting at some point here. Tomorrow we're going to be just running, bucking some logs and cutting with different saws. And so that'll be kind of cool. So expect that video up, and expect a video of nothing but felling timber. By breaking it down, by doing a load out, and then skidding and bucking, and then a day in the woods, felling timber, I think is a great way. And then we've always got film stock to take little bits from this and that, because we try to store the stuff, and away we go. Okay, guys, that's it for now.
Stay safe out there.
Good job, man. Goodbye.